This computer. Hello, everyone. I'm Steph,
And I'm David.
and we are directors for team whatever team we're on. Sin Squad Empire. I'm gonna tell you what, it has been a week, and it's only Monday, so there's that. I am so glad you could join us tonight. Tonight we're gonna do a little bit of something we don't usually do. We're gonna share a video about hostess coaching from star director Susan Bay. I'm gonna murder her last name. Susan Baya, you think? Baye? Baye? I don't know.
Bye.
Susan B.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're gonna share that with you guys because it was really a really great training. So I am going to figure out how to do this. Is this it? Screen or this one? This one. Okay. Share. I hope that's that. I hope you're seeing that and not my work.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
You have to be uncomfortable to take that next step in your life, because if you're not comfortable, that means you're growing, and nothing good comes from being uncomfortable, right? So we're going to talk all about parties. Parties is where your income, your sales, new customers, new teammates, and future leaders are coming from. So you want to make sure that the more guests you're getting at the party, the more that you're understanding that is going to come in your paycheck, whether it's that same time or later on in the future, it is going to kind of just blossom from there. So making sure that you have high attendance at your parties is crucial. So I have a 8-step process for you guys on how to get attendance for your parties. So step number 1, and I swear by this. I have a cute little label that I make on Avery.
Better?
And it just says, if money wasn't an issue, circle everything that you would purchase. Okay. This is a nice way to get the conversation started about what they like. This is a nice way to kind of understand what they are looking for, their style, their favorite fragrances for later on. And this will help you create their wish list. And so from the wish list, what you're going to do, one, your host is going to understand how much she needs to get in sales. And so what I like to do is break it down. If someone has a $500 party and they have 10 people that show up, obviously that's going to require $50 minimum from each person before tax and shipping for her to reach that goal. When you break your goals down, no matter if it's party, weight loss, mom things, all the things, if you break it down into smaller chunks, it's going to be easier to achieve. And you're going to be more inclined to do so because it seems easier, right? It's the same goal. It's just breaking down in a way that's easier for someone to see. So wish list is super, super important. And this is something that you should do from the very get-go from getting your party. The next thing is creating a frames list. Okay, I have something on the screen for you guys to see. Literally, I found that on Google. That's how easy this business can be, you guys. Okay, so found that on Google, super simple. It goes over everything though. It goes over your friends, your relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids' friends. What I make a priority. We cannot tell our host, hey, do all of this and expect them to do it. Because quite frankly, they're just there for the free Scentsy, right? This isn't their business. They're not going to be pumped up about it as much as you are. Yes, they can get excited, but they're not going to want to work it as much as you want them to. So we have to kind of walk them through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit down with them via Zoom, FaceTime, phone call, whatever you're comfortable with. And you're going to tell them to get at least 3 names in each category, okay? And it's super simple. Everybody knows somebody. This is what makes this business flourish. This is where all of the fun things come, because you're able to know that in every category you have somebody, even when you don't think you do, right? So 3 names in each category. And then in the friends section, what you're going to do is have them include friends of friends. And this list will come later on when you're reaching out to other people or reaching out to her friends, and then you can say, hey, do you think X, Y, and Z would be interested as well? So making sure that you're writing friends of friends down so that whenever that happens, you can kind of get them excited for that as well. The next thing for inviting. Now I'm going to read this super, super slow. I wrote this script down. We were talking about with Michelle how scripts are super important. Okay, I'm not saying don't be authentic in your business. Having scripts does not make you not authentic. It's just making it easier for you so that you don't have to rewrite the same thing 25 times when you know that it works, right? Whenever I did accelerated leadership, like way back when, in the beginning of my business, I had 8 parties. I cannot imagine doing the same thing that many times and retyping it. So scripts are very, very crucial to your business. So you can tweak it however you want, but I'm going to read it to you very slowly so you can write down whatever tickles your pickle, okay? So what you're gonna say to those that they want to invite, this is the script you're going to give your host. Says, hey lady, I've recently fell in love with home decor and fragrance, and I decided to host a party with one of my friends. I would love if you could come attend, no purchase necessary. You can just be a fly on the wall to learn about the product, which is pretty amazing, by the way. Let me know if you'd like the party group link and I'll shoot it over. Fun fact, my consultant is giving away 10 free party packs. So I want to talk about why I said what I said. First thing is, recently fell in love with home decor and fragrance. Why don't I just say Scentsy? One, if somebody has ever had a past experience with somebody who has not done the business properly, or they just didn't get a good vibe from, their first impression is obviously not going to be good from this message, okay? So I always say home decor and fragrance. My parties are always X, Y, and Z's home decor and fragrance party. Never say Scentsy. The next thing is no purchase necessary. Why do I say this? I don't want people to feel pressured into constantly buying from me. I want them to join the party, to be a fly on the wall, and to find how this product is going to fit into their life. We never want people to feel pressured. We never want people to feel as if they have to purchase for their friends. We want them to purchase because they're going to benefit from this product, okay? So I want them to know there's no purchase necessary. You can just come and hang out and get the 10 party packs. And again, if someone gets a party pack and still doesn't purchase, that's going to be someone who's going to blossom later. Okay. Again, not everything that you do right then and now is going to happen right away. It can be something that plants later. So from that, depending on how they respond, if they say no, that's fine, continue on. You're going to have lots of comments. It's okay. But if they say yes, you can just say, awesome, here's the link. Also, there's a surprise if you bring someone that I don't know to the party. Can you think of anyone who could use a fun blank girls' night, whatever you're doing? So whether that's trivia, a bingo night, whatever your theme is. Okay, we'll talk about that on the next one. And number 3 is encouraging them to have a theme. So a themed party is just more appealing. People don't want to come to a party where it's just all graphics and verbiage. They want something fun. They want something exciting, especially with COVID. People have lost that sense of connection. So we want to make sure that we're still connecting with our people and talking to them in a friendly manner, okay? So with this, you will also get more bookings. It's going to be more fun for people to come to a party where they feel like they're friends and we're not just trying to sell to them. So if people go to your party and it's not fun, you're less likely to get bookings from that, right? So we want to make sure that our parties are fun, our parties are engaging, and that we're actually doing what parties are doing, which is getting more bookings from them and networking, okay? And if it's not, we're defeating the purpose and we're wasting our time. So we don't want to do that. The next one is set up the Facebook group for her. This is another one that I live by, and I have no shame in my game. This is my business. I'm not going to put all of this trust into a host when they are just there for the free product. And that's not meant to sound mean. But this is your priority. As a consultant, this should be your job. It's your income, and it's your customers and your hostess that are going to come from this party. So it's so very crucial that you are spending time doing something that you believe in, because again, for the host, this is just something fun, and we don't want to have to rely on them to do everything for you. So we give them certain resources, but there are things that we should be doing on our end just to make it easier, so we know that it's getting done, okay? So number 5 is the party packs. Party packs can be super simple. They don't have to be super crazy. There is a mock party by Patricia Morrow, and she has like a whole Google document about it. But the 10 party packs, they fill out a Google document that she created. It's available for the whole party, but the first 10 people that claim it get like the VIP treatment. So you can send them samples. You can send them a dish soap sample, you can send them a body soap sample, you can send them this with a little sticker on there that says smell me, you can send a scent circle, confetti, literally anything that fits within your budget, put in there, okay? And then this is something that, one, again, they might not purchase during this party, and that's okay, but we're gonna make sure that we keep them on our radar to follow up with them. A week after I send these out, I always make sure to follow up with them. Hey, how did you like your Johnny Appleseed dish soap? And if they don't say anything and they didn't open it, that's like the first thing that we should probably go over and make sure that people are actually opening up their samples and smelling them and getting interested in our products, right? So getting those 10 party packs is super crucial. Number 6 is make sure to keep in contact with your host throughout the time up until the party. People don't want to book a party with you and not hear from you until the day before. That for me would just give me major anxiety. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? What do I do with my hands? You know, like what's going on? So making sure that we're keeping in contact with our people, we're getting them excited. It doesn't have to be like a constant connection with Scentsy. It can just be like, hey, I just saw your daughter went to the zoo or did this, like looks super fun. You know, create that friendly connection to where people feel like they can come to you for more than Scentsy. That's kind of what we're wanting to do here, okay? And then number 7 is bring a party crasher. I actually found this one on Google, again, Google, okay? So if 10 friends bring 10 different friends, 1, you're networking, 2, you're working smarter, not harder. And once people are joining the party, you can challenge everybody to do this. So if you're having a hard time with getting more people in the party, this is a really easy way to kind of challenge people to do it. So you just challenge everybody to bring a friend for a surprise goodie. The surprise goodie could literally just be a scent circle. It could be a felt sample. It could be the scent of the month with a sticker on it. Literally, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Again, these people don't understand what we're doing behind the scenes, so it can be whatever we want, right? There's no expectation for it to be a Scentsy Go, which, by the way, this was an exclusive wrap that I just love, okay? So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It can be whatever works for us. So again, I have another script for you. Don't say bring a friend. Instead, say invite somebody who loves X, Y, and Z. So this is where we're going to enter our products and the problem, okay? I always have like an ideal customer that I kind of like to market to, okay? I'm marketing to myself and how I would want to be talked to. Again, like it's something I tell my team all the time. If you feel icky doing it, if you feel like it's just not authentic, your hosts and your customers, your potential teenies are also feeling that way. So we want to make sure that the way we are talking to people is super, super authentic. But I always want people to imagine the product in their life. So a nice way to say this is invite a busy mom who would love fragrance on the go, okay, or who is a soccer mom. Anything that you want to advertise to, make sure you are doing that so they can think of people. Because if they're like, oh, just invite a friend, well, they're just going to invite everybody on their friends list. But if you say, oh, invite somebody who is a soccer mom, they're going to start to think of people. Okay, so being intentional with what we're saying and putting a little bit of like twist on it makes it a lot more exciting for them. And then the last one is the host packet. This is something that is going to get your hosts really, really excited to want to do the party with you and kind of give them an inside scoop of the product, especially if they've never tried it before. So I have like a mock one here. It's nothing crazy. It was half of the stuff that I showed you, but I do a Scentsy soap sample, the Johnny Appleseed, the warmer of the month, which is freaking phenomenal, y'all. I do a scent circle, and these little folders, I believe you can still get on the Success Store. Now this is old, okay? Don't judge a girl. We're still here. We're still thriving. I put an actual catalog in there, not an old one. Then I put join information in there as well, and some laundry samples. So that is everything I put in there. And the whole reason I put the join stuff in there, this is 10 things or 10 questions, I believe, that is like a frequently asked, and this is 10 top reasons to join. But the reasons I put that in there is because you want to potentially flip their party, right? If it's a successful party, we want people to join. Like, hey, that was such a super easy party. Have you ever thought about actually selling this product and getting income for it? Because you did pretty good on this party. So just letting people know, like, hey, this is an option and this is what it's like to do the business. So that is all I have for you guys. I hope that was super helpful. And
Stop her. So I really, really loved the way that she does. She kind of used Frank's, and I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that is a great way to kind of help your hostess find people to join in the party. And if this is super loud now, I'm so sorry because I did have to have my volume all the way up. But your hostess kits, they don't even have to be as big as what she's doing. Literally, when I send a hostess kit out, it's one of these little, like I just made this little trifold thing. I'm a little bit extra on the inside of it. It's just got some Scentsy Club stuff, and it's got a wish list, just like she had. And then on the back, like this is actually my one for somebody that party packs. This is from what was that? What month was that? This month before. So this is all it is. They get this, and then they get like 6 samples. It doesn't have to be like something over the top. I may put the actual warmer of the month in there. I always put one of these in there too. And this is just my cash on home free and half price Scentsy, do a text, online, catalog, or messenger party. Just kind of the examples of each one of those types of parties. Just because like they don't know what you offer as parties. And everybody loves to get free stuff. So when I send out my party packs, I send them out in a number 10 envelope because it's one stamp. And that's what I'm going for because I have to send 10 of these. So like we have 3 parties the first week of November. So that's potentially 30 envelopes we'll be sending out, right? So, or more, if more people sign up, right? We're giving away at least 10, right? So hopefully. And so what we want to do is make that so it's cost effective for us and duplicatable. I don't want to be spending like all my time making party packs, right? We got other things to do, y'all. So I tried to make this super simple so that I have all I do is drop the hostess, change the hostess picture and name, and everything else stays the same. Everybody gets the same special, the Scentsy counter cleaner 3 for $26.10. And then I changed it at the beginning of the month, and then I just have to change it for the different hostess. And then the hostess one, which I haven't printed out. I don't think I've printed it out yet for the party going out tomorrow. The hostess one is very similar. It's just kind of this information, and it gives her the tips on what to do for her party, which are all things that we are now doing through a group. So I'm going to attempt to share my screen if I can get that back open. I posted a link in the group today about parties and kind of showing you guys how we're doing our mock hostess coaching. Let me see here. I can get to that. And I will show you what we're doing in more. See it? Yes. Did you see it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, share screen. Share this one. Share. Okay. So you can kind of see this is, I have a group called Hosting Success 101. And that group is only for my hostess and me. As I add a new hostess in, they will get an invite to this group. You have to be very clear because they're going to want to start inviting their friends right away. And you don't want them to invite anybody to this group because this is just for you and them. So I always say, hey, this is going to be one-on-one. It's just me and you. So I can help you get the best out of your party. Then there's a video in here, and I'm going to try to play this. Let's see here. Oh, shut up, stuff. I am Steph. I am your fragrance specialist for your event. We cannot wait to help you earn the most possible rewards, which is why we've invited you to our special Hostess 101 Success. And within this group, you're going to find an event with your name on it. And in that event, all the tools you are going to need to get the most success are going to be right there for you. So make sure you click going on your personalized event so that you can get personalized success. We are really, really excited that you chose us to book a bingo night or family feud night or just a fragrance bash with your best buds. We cannot wait to help you earn amazing rewards. Now, as you're in your event, there's going to be lots of posts. So make sure you click going and you're following that event. You will also have a Facebook group, which I've already invited you to both of them. So you can get the very most out of each experience. I cannot wait to help you earn some amazing hostess rewards and get the best out of your experience. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And if you have questions, as always, shoot me a message or drop them somewhere in this group and we will help get you answers. I will see you real soon. Bye. Okay, so basically I just did this super quick video to tell them what to look for. So we have a mock event happening for Sammy. Beautiful Sammy. And so what she would do is Sammy would come in, she would join this group, and then in here are all the things the hostess coaching I do with her one-on-one. So it starts out at the very bottom, 7 days before her event. We're going to start out talking about what's going to happen. Hey, this is your private host coaching. You know, we're going to work together to elevate your party to complete success, blah, 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 more free product for you, all the things. Then we're going to go into her first challenge and then, you know, follow up. And then now we're going to start inviting people to our group. So you walk the hostess through step by step, everything they're doing on a party. And this is how you get success, right? Now, your hostess has to be engaged. So these posts are happening like there may be 2 a day, there may be 1 a day, up to her party, up to her live event. The live event in parties now, I'm doing in the middle of the party instead of at the end. And I have a real good reason for that. Because a lot of my parties, I was like, okay, let's extend this. And I felt like an idiot keeping saying we're extending it when really people weren't really ready to buy until they had attended the live event. So now we're doing that live portion of the party kind of in the middle. And I'll show you that too. So it just kind of goes through, you know, what's her goals? You know, I do some funny pictures in there and suggest things that she can do in her party to make it more successful. So I'm going to click on this and show you Sammy's mock party. So I'm scrolling down to the beginning where it's starting. So when it started, I did another video in her party to let people know kind of what to expect. And this is the 5 days before the actual live event. And I tell them a magic word at the end. And if they text me that word, they're going to get points. And so to keep us in compliance, we've decided to use a point system to help people earn rewards or basically get giveaways, right? And we do our top 3 point earners will get a giveaway at the end of the party. Like actually it's like 2 days before the end of the party. And so then it just kind of goes through, you know, what do they expect? Post 2, you know, what's going on? You know, post 4, 3, you know, silly picture, you know, how do you get prize? Blah, blah, blah. You know, it just kind of goes through. And you guys can all individually join both of these and see the process for yourself or go through it a little bit slower because I know I'm going through it pretty quickly. But this party was super successful and this process was super successful for me. I do pay for Visly, whatever you want to call it, the V app, because it was worth it to me to auto post. When you have 3 parties, the lady was saying, the lady in Cincy's video was 100% spot on. It is a nightmare when you have multiple parties happening at the same time to try to copy and paste everything over and over and not put the wrong name in. Okay. Because I've done that a lot. So with Vizzle, it automatically puts the hostess name in there for me. All I have to do is set the templates up and they're ready to go. So this kind of automatically just flows for me. When I do your sample packs, there's a link right here and it's to a Google form. And you guys can see my Google form. It's really simple. If it loads, you know, hey, fill this out. You know, yes, no. Do you want half price goodies? What's your favorite scent? That's it. And then I get all this information and I can't show you what it looks like because I'm in the wrong account. But so this is all how this works. The only way, let me stop sharing. The only way you will find success with online events is number 1, you get lucky, or number 2, you host coach. And it is really a holding of the hands to get the best bang for your time and their time out of an online event. I know a lot of us have had online events and they've been like, what are we doing here? But I really had a lot of success with this. I thought it worked really well. So like I said, we have you guys, we have the link to the mock coaching. Change it up, make it sound like you change whatever works for you. But this is a great starting point for you to build your own hostess coaching. You don't have to pay for Vizzle to do that. You can set them up and you could set up templates and just copy and paste and change the parts out that need to be changed out. Because there is a free option. What else?
So you did a group,
Uh-huh.
and then
I
you
have a
did
group for our host, and our host gets invited to that, and the host goes to an event. That way I can have multiple hosts in one group, and then I'm just changing up what I'm hosting to who and on what day. Yeah. And then the hostess has her own group for her actual social or family feud night or whatever, just to kind of keep that going. And then after the live event, it still continues to post. We start talking more about products and stuff like that. We do more of those like counter cleaner and like the actual product posts leading up to the event. It's kind of just fun stuff. Like, which would you choose? You know, kind of like mini games, I think I would call them. Yeah. So that's kind of what we do for events. But I'm telling you, hostess coaching is really important. If you need help with hostess coaching, or you get into that mock coaching and you're like, wait, I need help, definitely shoot us a message. Let us know. We want to help you. But it is probably one of the most important parts of your party to make sure you have success. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
registration for World Tour.
Yes. Okay. So let's go over some news and updates. World Tour registration is now open, and it will be a virtual registration.
It's open until November 4th.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's really short. We better register. I don't think there is. Is there 2 kit options? Yes. There's 2 kit options. One is the ability to attend live.
It's a full registration for $22, or you can do streaming registration only for $11.
What's the full registration get you that the streaming doesn't?
Access to 2-hour virtual general session, the breakouts on January 22nd, plus the recordings posted after the event, the World Tour 20, the Spirit Kit with lanyard, name badges, and notebook.
Ooh, I like a lanyard.
The streaming only is access to the 2-hour virtual general session and breakouts.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Well, so either one of those would be great. If you have it in your budget to do the $22 one, definitely do it. And it is far enough away now that you need to make sure you block that time out so that you can focus only on that during that time. One of the problems with our virtual events that we've seen with the consultants across the company is they're not getting as much out of it because they're doing other things while they're doing the event instead of just 100% focused on what's going on with the event. So I would say block that out. Get in a space by yourself where there's no distractions. It's just a couple hours if it's possible for you to do that, or get the virtual. What was the second option? The streaming, the $11, and then work that in your schedule when it fits for you, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm really excited about that World Tour. It'll be great. I'll be getting a lanyard. I don't know about David. I'll be getting a lanyard.
And it's going to be January 22nd.
January 22nd. That's awesome. I'm excited to see what new things they will have for us.
Yes.
If you did not see, the pre-order for Mike and Sully is up, so make sure you get in on that. Pre-order for Stella is also up because I believe she did sell out.
Yeah.
So if you did not pick up one of those,
NHL stuff.
NHL is still available. In the other one, NFL was available today, but some of them are already sold out. So hopefully, if you had customers that wanted one of those, you got them.
I just looked a few minutes ago, and it looks like most of them are still there. So they're not going to last long. So if you have somebody that's kind of on the fence,
it's while supplies last. Like I think Ashley was telling me Tennessee was sold out earlier. So yes, so that's very exciting. Lots of great things coming. Lots of great things happening. We still have November and December, huge months for us to do big things. We are just a little bit off track on our numbers for October, but we still have 4 days, 5 days, 5 days left. It'll take a small miracle to hit there, but that's okay. We just need to keep continuing to grow and build our teams and do the things we need to do. I'm not gonna let me feel any kind of way about it. We're just gonna go forward. I do believe that we will probably see the warmer of the month for November sellout. So if you have not already started taking pre-orders on that puppy, you might want to. With the lack of Christmas warmers we have available this year because they've already sold out, it would not surprise me to see that one sell out very quickly. Warmer of the month, typically they do not bring back. They probably will not do a like they have with Jack Skellington or some of the other things. I wouldn't expect it to come back. When it's out, it's out. So be watching for that and get those pre-orders in, whatever you're gonna do there. Anything else? I just want to stop for a second. Can you hit that run report? I don't even know what, you're not on the right one. Go to reporting and go to my performance and go to start a leadership report. Up in the blue, up there. And then hit the PRV twice. We have 4 people that are over 1,000 PRV this month. So great job. And then we've got 1 over 500.
Yeah.
And 2 over 400. And then like, you guys are just doing great. We've got a lot of people that are still super close to getting active. So we need to encourage them to do the things. I can't read it because it's like 3 monitors away.
Let me drag it over that. Oh, wait,
I should have just been in that screen. But anyway, I am really proud of you guys. You guys did a really great job in whatever this month is, October, I think still. And I just want to keep cheering you on to do the things. I'm going to stop the recording here. So thank you guys so much for joining us and sticking with us tonight.